What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Trent here. Today is Wednesday, May 28th, which means that it is comic book day. In this video, I just want to talk about all the comics that I picked up today at my local comic book shop, what I'm reading, what I'm getting into. But first, before we begin, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more comic talk and all things geek, movie, and TV reviews. Before I start talking about what I picked up this week, I want to highlight my favorite comic book from last week that I read, and that is Spider-Man and Wolverine by Mark Guggenheim and art by Care Andrews. This book was such a treat for me. Seeing these two iconic Marvel heroes team up, fighting crime, getting together. The art in this is fantastic. I love the way that they draw Spider-Man in this. He looks so dope. The poses he's doing and everything. Wolverine looks really cool in this too. The story is pretty basic. It's just about these two teaming up because they're trying to make sure a list of, I think, undercover agents doesn't get released. And there is a little bit of a twist at the end of this book that made me really look forward to issue 2. So, highlighted last week Spider-Man and Wolverine issue 1. All right, with that out of the way, we're going to go over what I picked up today. First up, we have Ultimate Spider-Man issue 17 by Jonathan Hickman and art by David Messina. I mean, what more can I say about this book? This is probably the best book in the new Ultimate Universe. The last couple chapters have been amazing. Every single issue of this series has been amazing. So I'm super excited to get into this one. Hickman is cooking. The Ultimate Spider-Man series is sick. All right, next up we have Daredevil, Cold Day in Hell, issue 2. This is written by Charles Soule and Steve McNiven with art by Dean White. I picked up issue 1 a while ago. I really liked it. It's off to a great start. One of my favorite tropes is a hero coming out of retirement. You got old man Matt Murdock coming back into the foyer, putting the cowl back on. All right, next up we have Predator versus Spider-Man, issue 2, written by Benjamin Percy and art by Marcelo Ferreira. I really enjoyed issue 1. I love crossover events. I love the Predator movies, so seeing Spider-Man have to go up against a Predator is really crazy to me. As you can probably tell, I'm a bit of a Spider-Man fan because I'm picking up a bunch of Spider-Man stuff. I love the atmosphere and setting of this story. I love the horror elements, the violence in this. They don't hold back when it comes to the Predator and stuff that he's doing. So I'm really excited to see how our little webhead gets out of this one. All right, next up, this one is actually a back issue. This one didn't come out this week, but I had to pick it up because I've been enjoying the story. We have West Coast Avengers. This is issue 7, written by Gary Duggan and art by Danny Kim. I have been addicted to the series since issue 1. A little bit of spoiler alert, okay? Ultron is an Avenger in this. From that moment on when they revealed that in issue 1, I I wanted to keep reading. And I have been reading and it's been pretty good so far. Some more back issues. We got Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe one last time, issue 1. And then also issue 2. This is written by Cullen Bunn and art by Dalibor Talajic. I mostly picked this up because when I first got into comic books, around 8 years ago when I was collecting, one of the first stories I read and collected was Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. And that was my introduction to this character. All right, next up we have from DC Comics, Absolute Martian Manhunter, issue 3. This is written by Denise Camp and art by Javier Rodriguez. This has been a very interesting read for me so far. I wasn't really sure what I was getting into. I don't know a lot about the Martian Manhunter. I really know him only from like the animated series from back in the day. But this book is so trippy. It's so well written. The presentation of everything is so unique compared to everything else I've been reading. So yeah, I had to pick up issue 3 because book has been absolutely terrific. It's every issue has been such a treat. All right, next up we have Absolute Wonder Woman. This is issue 8, written by Kelly Thompson and art by Hayden Sherman. Now, I haven't read any of the Absolute Wonder Woman books. I know a little bit about the concept. I kind of know how her origin got changed. I just haven't read because there's been 7 issues in. But this one, issue 8, says a new story starts here. So I thought this would be a good jumping on point. I'm really looking forward to check out what this storyline has to offer because I've been loving Absolute Superman, Absolute Martian Manhunter. So this is next up on my list to read. All right, last but certainly not least, we have G.I. Joe #7, written by Josh Williamson and art by Andrea Milana. I really like this series. I didn't have a lot of expectations going into this. I didn't really know much about G.I. Joe, other than it was like part of the Energon universe connected with Transformers, and I was loving Transformers. So I was like, let me look into a couple issues of this. After 3 issues, I was hooked. And it just keeps getting better and better and better. The issue before this, issue 6, was really sick. This one, I think I've heard is like the introduction of Beachcomber, and Beachcomber seems like he's like a fan favorite, so I'm excited to see what he's all about. So yeah, we got last up G.I. Joe #7. All right, that brings me to the end of today's comic book haul. Thank you so much for joining me. In the comments below, make sure you let me know, what are you guys reading? Do you have any recommendations for me? And before you go, make sure to like and subscribe. Hit those bells. I'll be back next week to talk about what I pull. But until then, have a day.